Hello, gentlemen. I'm Dr. Mark Peterson. For over 30 years as a urologist and men's health specialist, I've had thousands of conversations with men just like you. And many of those conversations, the ones that happen behind closed doors, when it's just us, are about a topic that can be incredibly difficult to discuss: our sexual health as we age. Let's be honest. You see the ads online, you get the spam emails, all promising a miracle. Be 18 again. The one pill that reverses aging. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry built on a single, powerful desire to turn back the clock. I'm a doctor, but I'm also a man in my 60s. I understand that desire. But as a doctor, I'm not here today to sell you a fantasy or a magic potion. I'm here to give you something much more powerful: the truth. The scientific truth about how your body works, and the simple, profound power you have right in your own kitchen to support and improve your natural function. Today, we are going to talk about how one specific type of vegetable, a food you've seen 1,000 times in the supermarket, can have a remarkable impact on your erectile health. We'll explore the 3 essential vegetables every man over 60 should have on his plate, and I'll explain the powerful science behind why they work. This isn't about becoming 18 again. It's about empowering the man you are right now to be as healthy, vital, and confident as you can possibly be. A patient of mine, let's call him Tom, a 68-year-old retired teacher, came to see me last year. He was frustrated. His marriage was strained, his confidence was shot, and he felt like less of a man. He'd secretly bought some miracle pills online that did nothing but give him headaches. He came to me as a last resort. I told him, "Tom, let's stop chasing miracles and start addressing the root cause. Let's fix the plumbing." And that, gentlemen, is where our journey begins today. With the plumbing, Part 1, the engine of an erection. Why blood flow is everything. Before we even mention a single vegetable, we need to have a frank conversation about the mechanics. What truly is an erection? In the simplest terms, it is all about blood flow. It's a hydraulic event. Your mind sends a signal, your body responds, and blood rushes into the penis, creating firmness. Think of your entire vascular system, your network of arteries and veins, like the plumbing in your house. When you were young, the pipes were brand new, wide open, and clean. The water pressure was fantastic. But over decades, what happens to old pipes? They can get narrow, stiff, and clogged with mineral deposits. The water pressure drops. The flow becomes weak. The exact same thing happens in our bodies. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes can damage and narrow our blood vessels. Not just in our heart, but everywhere. And the blood vessels in the penis are some of the smallest and most delicate in the entire body. This is why I tell every single one of my patients, erectile dysfunction is rarely just a penis problem. More often than not, it is an early warning sign of a blood vessel problem. It's your body's check engine light, telling you that your overall cardiovascular system needs attention. So, how do we improve the flow in those pipes? We need to get them to open up, to relax and widen. And the master key, the single most important molecule in your body for achieving that, is called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide, or NO, is a gas molecule that your blood vessels produce. It's a powerful vasodilator. That's a fancy word, but it means it tells the smooth muscles in your artery walls to relax, causing the vessel to widen and allowing more blood to flow through. More nitric oxide means better blood flow. Better blood flow means stronger, more reliable erections. The problem is, as we age, our body's natural ability to produce nitric oxide declines. But here's the incredible news: we can give our body the raw materials. It needs to produce more of it through the food we eat. And some vegetables are absolute nitric oxide factories. Part 2, the nitric oxide powerhouses on your plate. Now we get to the good part. Let's talk about the 3 essential vegetables, or vegetable groups, that I believe every man over 60 should be eating regularly. And the first one is the undisputed champion. Essential vegetable number 1, leafy greens. I'm talking about spinach, arugula, kale, and Swiss chard. Yes, the simple stuff you walk past in the produce aisle. These leafy greens are the single richest dietary source of nitrates. Now, don't confuse this with the unhealthy nitrates in processed meats like bacon. The naturally occurring nitrates in vegetables are your best friends. Here's the simple science. When you eat spinach or arugula, the good bacteria in your mouth convert those nitrates into nitrites. Then, in your stomach, those nitrites are converted into our hero molecule, nitric oxide. You are literally eating the building blocks for better blood flow. How to get the most out of them? Don't just boil them into mush. Boiling can leach out the nutrients. A fresh spinach or arugula salad with a little olive oil and lemon juice is fantastic. My personal favorite way is to take a huge handful of fresh spinach and wilt it into my soup or scrambled eggs right at the very end of cooking. It shrinks down to almost nothing, but you get all of the nutritional power. I'm curious, what's your favorite way to eat spinach? Let me know in the comments below. Let's share some ideas. Essential vegetable number 2, beets. If leafy greens are the champions, beets are the powerful runners-up. Beets and beetroot juice are legendary in the athletic world for their ability to boost stamina and performance, and it's for the exact same reason they are incredibly rich in nitrates, which means they are incredible nitric oxide boosters. A 2015 study published in the journal Hypertension showed that daily consumption of nitrate-rich beetroot juice significantly lowered blood pressure in patients. Remember what we said? What's good for your blood pressure is good for your blood flow everywhere else. How to get the most out of them? Many people find raw beets a bit earthy. My advice? Roast them. Chop them into cubes. Toss them with a little olive oil, salt, and pepper, and roast them in the oven until tender. Roasting concentrates their natural sugars and gives them a deep, sweet flavor. You can also grate them raw into salads for a vibrant color and crunch. If you opt for beetroot juice, look for one with no added sugar. Essential vegetable number 3, garlic and onions. Our final category belongs to the humble, everyday flavor makers. Garlic and onions. These aren't as high in nitrates, but they work their magic in a different, equally important way. Garlic is rich in a compound called allicin, and onions are rich in an antioxidant called quercetin. Both of these have been shown in numerous studies to support cardiovascular health. They help to lower blood pressure, reduce arterial stiffness, and prevent the buildup of plaque. In simple terms, if beets and spinach are widening the pipes, garlic and onions are helping to clean the pipes and keep them flexible and healthy for the long haul. They are the maintenance crew for your vascular system. How to get the most out of them? For garlic, there's a trick. To activate the allicin, you should crush or chop the garlic, and then let it sit for about 10 minutes before you cook with it. For onions, simply incorporating them into your daily cooking, in soups, stews, sauces, and stir-fries, is one of the easiest health upgrades you can possibly make. Part 3. Building the House of Health. Beyond just 3 vegetables. Now, it would be irresponsible of me to suggest that just eating spinach, beets, and garlic will magically solve everything. That's not how the body works. These 3 vegetables are the powerful foundation, but you need to build a solid house of health on top of them. Think of it this way: what else supports healthy blood flow? First, other powerhouse foods. Watermelon is fantastic because it's rich in an amino acid called L-citrulline, which your body converts into L-arginine, another building block for nitric oxide. A handful of pistachios or walnuts can also provide a good dose of L-arginine. And a small piece of dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or more, is rich in flavonols that support blood vessel health. Second, movement. You have to get the blood pumping. Simple, brisk walking is one of the best things you can do. It improves circulation throughout your entire body and tells your blood vessels to produce more nitric oxide. You can't just put high-octane fuel in a car and then leave it in the garage. You have to run the engine. Third, stress management. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that constricts blood vessels. It's the archenemy of nitric oxide. Finding ways to manage stress whether it's through deep breathing, a hobby, or spending time in nature, is not a luxury. It's essential for your vascular and sexual health. What do you do to unwind and de-stress? Your tip might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Share it in the comments. Part 4, a frank conversation and your action plan. Let's bring this all together. We've learned today that erectile health is a direct reflection of our cardiovascular health. We've learned that the key to improving it is enhancing blood flow by boosting our body's production of nitric oxide. And we've learned that we can do that by eating more nitrate-rich leafy greens like spinach, powerhouse vegetables like beets, and protective alliums like garlic and onions. Gentlemen, this is not about a desperate chase to reclaim the body of an 18-year-old. That's a fool's errand. This is about something far more noble and powerful. It's about honoring the body you have now. It's about using wisdom and science to empower your 60, 70, or 80-year-old self to be the healthiest, most vital, and most confident man you can be. Your sexual health is not a trivial matter. It is a vital part of your overall health and quality of life. Don't be ashamed to talk to your doctor about it. So here is your action plan. This week, I challenge you to do just one thing. Go to the supermarket and add one of these things to your cart. A large bag of spinach, a few fresh beets, or some extra heads of garlic. Just start there. One small change. Which one will you choose? Let me know in the comments below. Let's make a commitment together. If you found this conversation helpful and straightforward, please give this video a thumbs up so that others can find it. And please subscribe for more no-nonsense, science-backed health advice for men our age. Thank you for your time and your courage to seek out good information. I'm Dr. Mark Peterson. Be well.